We got us a team 1 to go with Bad Mana. Gonna be first up as a Arcane Mage. Trying to see if he can go for a bit of a touch of the Magi versus Arashi as an Unholy Death Knight. Trying to see if he can go for a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense. Gonna be Bad Mana with it all the time, trying to give himself as much of a damage opportunity as possible. Gonna be a big grip. Arashi's gonna take the full touch of the Magi and survive it. Bad Mana is getting interrupted on that Arcane. Got himself full Arcane power. It's gonna be Matt Stone. Oh, Ice Block does end up burning Ice Block at the perfect time, right before he goes down. And Ariash. I'm gonna have to figure out a name for you. I'm gonna figure out how to say it properly. Gonna be trying to see if we can land a polymorph onto Ari. Ari trying to keep the pressure rolling in. I love that full Mog, by the way. That full plated set of the what is it, the BFA. I always enjoy that set. I don't like how the shoulder comes to your face, but I always love that set, man. It looks fantastic. Bad Mana trying to see if we can bail out of there. Trying to see if they can make the Arcane Dream work. Arcane Mage just recently got buffed, so their damage and missiles should be a lot better, but I don't even know if you can't even do missiles since you got under so much pressure from Ari. Ari just got to keep the pressure rolling. Going to be all the time for Bad Mana. Maybe he can use it in order to survive. Get himself a bit of a shield. See how it's all the time unless he wants to cancel it. And Ari sitting on a polymorph. Looks like all the time has been cancelled as Bad Mana. Just looking for a bit of recovery. Unless this man got a new biz or something, I don't think there's any way he could do it. Needs to go for a touch of magic, but it's really big burst. Trying to see if he can maybe blast that damage versus Ari. Going to be an interrupt by the Unholy Death. And Bad Mana could be in big trouble. No more Ice Block available. That's going to be Death Call to finish him off, as Ari did have himself the touch of the Magi surrounding him. Looks like touch of the Magi falls off as the Mage drops on Corelli with an invasion, trying to see if he can get a setup versus Ari. Ari immediately with an AMS, trying to avoid any and all nature damage out of the Rogue. Cloak of Shadows by the Rogue as he closes the gap. Gonna be an IBF available for Ari, trying to see if he can survive the burst pressure out of the Rogue. Flesh Count trying not to get interrupted either. He's gonna be able to get himself a little bit of survivability, maybe interrupted on Flesh Count. Ari had no hope whatsoever. It looks like the Rogue is just able to continue puncturing those daggers, stabbing at the Death Knight, and is able to take him out. Blind on Tchaikovsky immediately, who is not gonna burn a trick. It looks like Corelli does interrupt himself. Big explosion onto Corelli from the Death Shotgun, disarm onto Kaska, flare to get him out in the open. Corelli has nowhere to go, and I think it may be just over for this Rogue. Over for the team 1. We also got ourselves Lomachenko as a sub-rogue. We got Soul in the back as a Destructive Demonology Warlock this time. And we got Ash over as a Feral Druid as well, with Kioski going to be first up. Who's going to be next for team 1? I like the fact that they actually had an Arcane Mage, by the way. Bad Mana. That's the name I haven't heard in a while. I think we had Bad Mana in the Duels before, didn't we? I think we did. Try to see if he can live his best life. Gonna be Soul up next with a Demonology. Try to get, I think, Doom on the pets. Is that what you're running? Are you playing Doom? Or maybe Curse of Exhaustion? Maybe Curse of Weakness? Potentially. This is going to be a stun onto Kioska. Soul Rod to follow. It's going to be maybe double pet stun. Has his Wrathguard right next to him. Looks like it's going to be double pet stun on Soul. Is it trying to see if he can summon up a Tyrant? He could potentially blow out a Tyrant and maybe extend the duration of all his Wrathguard and Felguard. Kioska trying to see if he can dip around the corner. Gonna be a quick fear by Soul, trying to get some more hand to go down with it. Time to follow is gonna be Kioska trying to go for a flanking strike, trying to close the gap with Soul interrupting that Tyrant. That's gonna be Soul trying to summon a fresh new Wrathguard pet just to make sure he got CC. That's gonna be a freezing trap, stopping in place for a second. Manic Bench around the corner for Kioska, does dive into camo, looking for the reset. Soul with a dark pack does himself at least a bit of a defense, trying to sit down and get himself a little bit of food from Bad Mana. Hopefully they didn't get any Bad Mana cakes. With a Demon Dog is charging out versus Kioski. Got himself the Obelisk, so that actually is going to give him quite a bit of that extra bonus pet damage. The auto attack speed and the casting speed could be huge, except for that Tyrant who just continuously running after Kioska. What is that Tyrant doing? He literally got frozen, stopped still, not doing anything. Man, this Tyrant is so super helpful. Why is that Tyrant charging out, trying to melee Kioska? He's literally caster. Blizzard Crew, please just get a better AI for that thing. Could that thing just start casting every time and whenever it can? Gonna be summoned to Soul. Can't really do much about the damage from Kioska. Locked down in a single pet Intimidate and does go down. If only his Tyrant pet was able to actually just start casting instead of standing still. Just such a tragic thing with a pet AI, man. Not much you can do. Kioska melted to the Moonfire. Could potentially just die right there. Wait, oh my god, Kioska. This is a Feign Death and Camo out of here. Feign Death Camo. Does he survive this? Oh, your pet got clipped. Oh no, Kioska could be in trouble. It's still a Moonfire burning on him. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Imagine if the Tyrant was a melee boss with big mace Yeah, I feel like honestly they just need to give Tyrant melee auto attack damage if this happens, right? Because the problem is he's a full caster pet, although he has the AI where he'll literally get a melee with you before he starts casting. At this point, give him melee attacks too. Like, make him cast, but also give him like really strong melee hits. Just do it. Just do it. I think it'd be so much better. If this line is sight, at least the pet will lose value. Gonna be Ashe. Actually, lockdown and stun. Bash back on the casket. Does burn a chicken, but still super low on health. Could be really bad for the both of them. Gonna be both the Hunter and the Feral bottom so super low. Ashe getting frozen out. That's gonna be a flash cap. A Casca trying to see if he can interrupt it. Ashe does get a restart of Casca. Big Blaze Casca needs to remove him immediately. Quick feint death to at least remove some of those dots. But the back-to-back bites are very deadly. Ashe is just trying to say on him as best as possible. Casca trying to avoid him when he can. But Ashe, I think, might just be able to get one more global in there. Just got a big old fat bite. Moonfire may just do it, man. Kiosco needs some healing. Man, they better just the last second. Not a Moonfire on him. Oh my goodness. Unless he feint deathed it. He may have feint death the Moonfire if there was one. And Ashe just left. Ashe just left. Ashe literally just left out. He's like, nope. Never playing Feral again. I am so sorry, my man. I'm not gonna rogue. Okay. That is so unfortunate, dude. I don't blame anybody for bailing out of that arena. After Kiosco ran circles like that. Yeah, I don't blame a single person bailing like that. No. Kiosco getting the full resonate out of Lomachenko. Gonna be trinket out of the rogue though, as he's trying to escape the freezing trap. Is he the last one left? I guess he's the last one in team 1. Kiosco just to see if he could drop down the rogue and he'll be in a fantastic spot. Massive explosion into Lomachenko, got himself evasion and Cloak of Shadows, sipping up from the Curie and maybe sipping up his own. With the Crimson Vial, but definitely needs to be looking out for that recovery and re-stealth. Try to see if he can shadow step to the pet, maybe re-engage back with Kiosco. If he can lock down Kiosco, Kiosco shouldn't have much unless maybe a human racial, maybe a pet sack. Maybe if Kiosco can pre-plan a freezing trap as Lomachenko goes for kidney. Speaking about freezing traps, there it is. There it was. I don't think the rogue is out of the game just yet. He has a blind, so worse or worse he has CC. Stun into Kiosco. Does he have the big go? There's potential could be it. Kiosco could be in bigger trouble. It's gonna be mad eviscerate again. Forcing out Turtle Shell. I think Lomachenko tried to go for a blind, but that blind went into the turtle. The rogue still does get himself a re-stealth. Freezing trap immediately stops him as he charges out. Almost trips on a freezing trap. At least in the way his animation looks. It looks like, let's see, trip. Hunter's mark is on Lomachenko. Kiosco knows exactly where he's at. Dropping down a steel trap for him. Stunned by the pet. No chicken available. Lomachenko could be coming down. I think Kiosco has him. Oh my god. Kiosco, bringing it back with survival, man. I think it's been a little bit since survivals really pop off. And Kiosco came back with 3. Yo, I love it, dude. I don't see a lot of survivals join the duels that much. I don't even know how good is chat, how good is survivals even like in the meta right now? Are they even meta at the moment? But Kiosco is definitely holding the fort strong, man. That death chakram together with a stun. Ooh, I'm slowly improving. Hey, you're doing fantastic, my guy. You're doing fantastic, Kiosco. Get him back in there, man. Pet stun, feign, hit his pet sad. Oh no, that's unfortunate, Solar.